Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. This little essay is called "The Government is Driving Us Out of Our Cars." Foolish. After signing on to climate accords, China gets 70% of its energy from coal and is building more coal plants. Developing nations insist they must largely use coal and oil to keep their people from yet more destitution. Yet the United States government is hell-bent on driving Americans out of our cars. That is making it painful to own a car and to get where we want and need to go. Government shunts transportation tax dollars into mass transit or, as is often the case, into repaving roads that don't need it, including the small one-block-long residential street where I live, so it can claim to have acceded to pro-car politicians' demands that some of the transportation budget go to roads. Mass transit, even when expanded, takes longer, is noisier, more prone to miscreant attacks, and often doesn't get you close enough to where you want to go, requiring treks in the rain, snow, and heat. I had an elderly friend who lived just 15 miles from my home, but it was impractical to visit him because the drive takes 2 hours round trip, even on the weekend, and mass transit would take double that. Ironically, all the strangling traffic created by government deliberately not building roads means that more cars are idling, spewing pollution. The traffic in some major U.S. urban and suburban thoroughfares is approaching Mumbai's. It can be faster to walk. Government isn't just forcing out of our cars with exhausting traffic, pun intended. It does it by squeezing our purses, regressively, hurting the middle class and poor more than the wealthy. Where I live, California, more than $1 a gallon is added in taxes. That's roughly $15 in taxes to fill the average tank. My Toyota Prius costs $587 to register every year. Dare I get a ticket for running a stop sign? $400. Even a parking ticket's now, in many places, $100. And the parking meters charge often $3.50 an hour or $27 for an 8-hour day. When the government instituted bridge and tunnel tolls, it claimed that when they were paid off, the tolls would vanish. Rather, they've increased. It now costs me $7 to cross a bridge, so that if I commute over a bridge, say 5 days a week, 200 and some odd days a year, that's $1,500 a year. Government has converted roads into hundreds of miles of toll roads. It can now cost $5 to drive 10 miles in these so-called express lanes. Drive in a carpool lane without the required 2 or 3 drivers, $500. Red light cameras get you, $500. And now, speed cameras will automatically give tickets at $500 plus. And green laws require car manufacturers to add thousands of dollars to the cost of each car, atop often 4 figures of sales tax on the car. As a result, even if you drive a beater, only the well-off can afford a car. And even if you can, your already packed week must cram in hours more commuting, while making it ever harder to see the people and places you want. Per the aforementioned worldwide dominant use of fossil fuels that will continue, the net benefit of forcing Americans out of their cars is trivial, while the toll on all of us is major. The government is merely, quote-unquote, virtue signaling. If government cared about us, yeah, they might raise CAFE standards, that's the average miles per gallon in each car manufacturer's fleet. That would improve air quality while lowering the cost of cars. Small cars cost less. But government would not charge usurious fees, as I've described, would build enough roads to accommodate the current and future population, and yes, government would partner with companies to develop a practical flying car. In any event, that little essay is called "The Government is Driving Us Out of Our Cars." Foolish. As usual, I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. And certainly would welcome you taking a look at any of my 32 books. Probably the most relevant to this is either my book, A Dose of Reality, or my book, What's the Big Idea? 39 Ideas for a Better America. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.